United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, call the roll, please.
Brown. Here. Calhoun. Fournier. Here. Pratt.
Here.
McGarity. Here. Rick.
Here.
Yor.
Here.
Okay. I think we'll give Commissioner Calhoun a minute before we excuse him if he needs to be excused. So we'll move on to announcements, acknowledgements, communications, and reports. I don't see anything on the agenda. Does anybody have anything else that they would like to announce, acknowledge, or report? Okay. We'll move on to adoption of the agenda.
Move to adopt the agenda as presented. Support.
Any questions or comments on the agenda? Call the roll, please.
Brown.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Pratt.
Yes.
McGarity.
Yes.
Rick.
Yes.
Yor. Yes.
Okay, administrative responses, Mr. Shipman, I don't see anything. Okay, we'll move to approval of minutes.
Move to approve.
Oh, I missed public participation, our favorite. So sorry, you guys. Well, we will,
Back up.
yeah, back up and go to, I'm just plugging along, aren't I? We'll move to item 6, public participation. This is the portion of the meeting that we invite the public to address the commission. If you would like to do so, we ask that you come to the microphone, give us your full name, your residential address, and you abide by our 3-minute rule. If you'd like to address the commission at this time, come on up.
Good evening, Mayor and Commissioners. My name is Shannon Doolin. I'm actually not a resident. I'm with Comcast. I'm the new Director of Government and Community Affairs, so I am your new Government Affairs Liaison. I did send an introductory email, but just wanted to come to the meeting this evening to allow an opportunity to put a face with the name. I look forward to working with each of you. If I can be of any assistance for anything Comcast related, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm your first point of contact. I can point whatever you need in the right direction, so consider me again your first point of contact. So again, it's a pleasure to meet all of you. I look forward to working with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If there's anyone else?
Good evening. I'm Shelley Emerson, 147 North River Court. And a few things. The Main Street redo, I still don't think a bike path is needed. I think parallel parking is a disaster. Otherwise, great, I think. The Monique Cook that died in January, the lady, was it freezing to death or was it murder? We have no information about how she died or how to prevent it. I know there's a homeless task force. How far have they gotten? And the last thing is the farmer's market parking lot on North River Road is being turned into a utility truck, consumers or DTE, and probably their tree trimmer trucks, mostly diesel. And we have a working poor community, people of color and senior citizens, and we're getting all this noise pollution, possible asthma, there's a possibility it could drain into the Clinton River. There's just quality of life issues with that, and I can't believe we don't own that lot after all these years. And I talked to Commissioner Calhoun about looking into it, and he said would ask them, he would look into them not running their trucks, not warming them up. I don't know what they're gonna do. My dad was a tree trimmer. I know what it smells like and looks like and sounds like. And my beautiful view is about to be wrecked. And I don't know if you can do anything about it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Is there anyone else who would like to address the commission at this time?
Hello, my name is Emily Joy Howard. I live at 429 Alberta Street in Auburn Hills, Michigan. I am addressing ordinance 20.120, and I appreciate your time. I am here in support of allowing regulated natural kratom leaf for adults of 21 and older, while prohibiting synthetic or highly concentrated derivatives such as 7-OH, otherwise known as 7-hydroxymetriguanine products. I understand the concerns about addiction, withdrawal, and reports of harm. Those concerns deserve respect. However, we must distinguish between natural leaf products and chemically concentrated or synthetic derivatives. They are not the same. Natural kratom leaf does not produce the same respiratory depression profile as opioids. Severe reported cases frequently involve other substances. That does not mean there is zero risk, but it does mean the risk profile is different from what is sometimes assumed. Prohibition does not eliminate demand, it eliminates regulation. If banned, kratom will still be available online or through unregulated sources without age verification, testing, or labeling. Regulation allows the city to require a 21 and up age restriction, clear labeling and dosage guidance, contaminant testing, explicit prohibition of synthetic derivatives, and accountability for vendors. Communities that regulate rather than prohibit have allowed small businesses to operate responsibly while maintaining public safety. The choice before you is not whether kratom exists, it already does. The choice is whether adults will access it in a regulated environment with oversight or in an unregulated market without it. If I still have a little bit of time, there's a retired nurse practitioner who is probably in her 70s, and she said this: I live with multiple rare and painful conditions, including a bunch of stuff I can't pronounce, but there's a bunch of things. After exhausting pharmaceutical options and experiencing serious adverse effects, I found kratom to be the only effective and tolerable solution for pain control. Her name is Dr. Heidi Sikora. Kratom reduces my pain enough to stretch and exercise, while prevents further injuries and debility. It improves my focus, balance, and sleep. I've taken it safely for over 6 years without side effects. I've also witnessed kratom's benefits for veterans with PTSD, individuals with rare neuromuscular conditions, and those recovering from some substance disorders. How much time do I have?
24 seconds.
National Institute on Drug Abuse has funded over $100 million in research that confirms kratom has a lower risk profile than opioids and has potential as a harm reduction tool. The FDA has acknowledged that kratom-related deaths are rare and typically involve adulterated or polydrug use. Thank you.
There's 2 minutes at the end.
Yeah, you can, we have a 2-minute rebuttal at that end. Yeah, 2 minute. Yeah. No, I mean, I just meant that for her. Yeah.
At the end of the meeting, there's another 2-minute public comment portion.
Is there anyone else who would like to address the commission at this time? Okay, we will now move on to administrative responses. I still don't see any.
No, I didn't
Okay.
see any others.
And now we'll move to approval of minutes.
Move to approve the minutes as presented.
Support.
Questions or comments about the minutes? Call the roll, please.
Fournier.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
McGarity.
Yes.
Rick.
Yes.
Yor.
Yes.
Brown.
Yes.
Okay, moving to general business, 9A, introduction of an ordinance to amend the purchasing department ordinance. And I just-
Move to approve the introduction of an ordinance to amend the purchasing department ordinance and set March 16th, 2026 as the date of adoption.
Support.
Okay, Mr. Shipman?
Attached is an ordinance to amend the city's purchasing department ordinance to amend certain purchasing amounts and requirements set forth by city charter and repeal all ordinances in conflict therewith. The amendment changes the dollar amount of purchases that may be made in the open market without formal sealed bids and without the approval of the city commission from $1,500 to $15,000 or less. This amount matches what is contained in the city charter, which was amended in 2021 by Mount Clemens voters. The ordinance was prepared by the city attorney.
Okay, who has questions or comments?
I have a question.
Okay.
If you don't mind, can you explain this in a little more detail?
Sure. So as it said here back in 2021, administration at the time, city manager was Don Johnson, felt that the $1,500 limit was just way too low. It was actually costing the city money to go out to bid. And so he wanted to raise it. So in order to do that, because that amount is set in the city charter, first it required that the city commission vote to actually put it on a ballot. And then it was put on a ballot and voted on by the people, and it was raised to the $15,000 limit. And so when I was going through the purchasing policy, I noticed that the ordinance and the policy had not been updated to reflect that dollar amount. So the ordinance can't be in conflict with the charter, obviously. So it's really just to remedy that.
I have a question. I know this is a case of aligning the ordinance with what the charter now bears, but I'm just wondering, how was that $15,000 figure arrived at? Do you know?
I don't know. I think what they did at the time, if I wasn't the city manager, just so you know, but I believe they just looked at other similar communities and, what they were looking at. And then I think they looked at what's the dollar amount where we're not losing money, right, when we go out to bid. Where's that breaking point at where it makes sense? Because what was going on at $1,500, which I believe that number had been in there since the 50s, up until it was changed in 2021. So, an item that's $1,500 or even $5,000 or even higher, the amount of paperwork that has to be done not only in-house in the process, but the amount of paperwork that has to be done by the vendor. We had many people that weren't even going to, go that route because of all the work involved. But then there were some vendors that realized that a lot of people were stuck with these lower amounts because it was in their charter, which, takes a lot to get it changed sometimes. So they would actually respond to them, and they would respond to them knowing that maybe themselves were the only one, and they would respond with very high pricing. And so it was actually not cost prohibitive to have that number that low.
Well, it just seems like a quantum leap from 1,500 to 15,000. And I guess my concern, and it's probably a moot point at this point, but my concern is that a lot of smaller bids will come in just under that figure. Case in point is PIA for the feasibility study came in at, 14,000?
Right around there.
So, I don't know, it just seems like for certain bids, it's a rather high figure.
Yeah, I mean,
To go from 1,500 to 15,000.
probably if they hadn't waited, since 1950, whatever it was to do it, it would have been more incremental,
Incremental,
yeah.
yeah.
And it just was one of those things that didn't get done for years and years, so. I don't really know what the average is. I mean,
But they did look at the average back when I was on the commission then. And then City Manager Johnson did present us with information and some, I don't recall it all at this point, and I doubt I still have it. But we did go through and look pretty thoroughly, yes, at all of the different, things in between. And it was slowing things down too, because practically everything had to come to the commission then to be approved before they could go out and order it, buy it, sign a contract. So we discussed even higher, but we came back at 15,000. And I think that, again, just as Mr. Shipman has said, it's because it went way back into the 50s, it does look like a big number, but
Back then.
even 15,000 is not that much today in many contracts. It's still a pretty low number.
I did look back because I wanted to make sure, what was the vote, right? It passed in 2021 with a yes vote of 69.4% of the people who voted. It's not necessarily, I don't know how many people, I don't remember how many people voted in that election, and then a no of 30%. So, passed pretty resoundingly yes, so, yeah, it's good.
I'm sorry, were you going to say anything, Roseanne?
I was going to say we weren't the city attorneys,
No, you
and I
weren't.
didn't get that information, but you did, so it worked out good.
I was just thinking, do you know what Harrison's and Shelby's are? Two other communities, do you know what their thresholds are?
Not offhand, but I could let you know and shoot you an email.
It's fine.
And we did look at
Just-
those,
yeah,
I remember.
I do
back then.
remember too, yeah. Just don't remember what they are.
No?
you know, with the cost of living and everything, I don't think 15,000 is outrageous.
I have a question. Do most other communities have that amount set in the charter or by ordinance?
Well, some communities are not home rule cities, so they don't have their charters, and then they go by
Good
the
point.
Charter Township Act, so. But you do have to amend this because your charter says 15,000.
Right.
So,
All right, does anyone else have any further comments or questions? Call the roll, please.
Fournier.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
McGarity.
Yes.
Rick.
Yes.
Yor.
Yes.
Brown.
Yes.
Okay, moving to 9B, introduction of an ordinance regulating the registration and licensing of virtual currency machines.
I move to approve the introduction of an ordinance regulating the registration and licensing of virtual currency machines and set March 16, 2026 as the date of adoption.
Support.
Mr. Shipman?
Attached is an ordinance to register, license, and prescribe operational regulations for virtual currency machines and related devices operated in the city of Mount Clemens and repeal all ordinances in conflict therewith. The operation of virtual currency kiosks, cryptocurrency, or Bitcoin ATMs, and related or similar machines and software, if not properly regulated, provides a heightened risk of fraudulent transactions that may victimize residents of the city of Mount Clemens. The procedures set forth in this ordinance are designed to enhance the safety and security of virtual currency transactions and thereby promote the general health, safety, and welfare of residents of the city of Mount Clemens. The ordinance was prepared by the city attorney.
Okay, who has questions? Okay, seeing none.
Sense to me.
Call the roll, please.
Crop.
Yes.
McGarity.
Yes.
Rick.
Yes.
Yor.
Yes.
Brown.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Okay, item C, introduction of an ordinance regulating the sale of kratom. I'll entertain a motion.
I move to approve the introduction of an ordinance regulating the sale of kratom and set March 16th, 2026 as the date of adoption.
Do we have
Support.
anyone? Thank you. Mr. Shipman?
It's a good night to have the ordinance attorney
Yeah, no
sitting in for
kidding.
Rob, isn't it? Attached is an ordinance to prohibit the sale of kratom products to individuals under the age of 21 years and provide for penalties, severability, and to repeal all ordinances in conflict therewith. Kratom is a psychoactive substance that is currently legal but largely unregulated under Michigan law, with no statewide age restrictions, licensing requirements, or safety standards in effect. In the absence of enacted state legislation, the city finds it necessary to act within its police powers to protect youth and reduce exposure to unregulated kratom products. The ordinance was prepared by the city attorney.
Okay, who has questions?
I don't have a question. I just have a comment. In his absence, I just want to thank Spencer Calhoun for bringing this issue to our attention and so expeditiously, because since we first had the presentation, I've seen kratom stores everywhere. And they don't all, they're in some municipalities where minors are not protected.
I agree. We knew, I can't say we, I didn't know much of it until it was brought to the attention, and you're absolutely right. Now you see it so often, and it is scary once you understand it. Yeah.
I had never heard of it before this, but it seems like the state should have a statewide ordinance for it, or a ban on it, or a regulation of it, or something.
It sounds like that is in the works, and then I guess that would be a question that I have. Obviously, any kind of state legislation would then usurp, right, our local.
depends how it's written.
Okay.
And so, you know, but if it does, then we would just turn around and make amendments or repeal it.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. All right,
Sounds like another question for Capcom.
right. We'll put it on our talking points list. All right, if anybody has anything else, seeing none, call the roll, please.
McGarity.
Yes.
Rick.
Yes.
Yor.
Yes.
Brown.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Let's say, yes, I have slippery pants. All right. We will move to item D, resolution and blanket permit for Macomb County Department of Roads. I'll entertain a motion.
Move to adopt the resolution for a blanket permit for general road maintenance within Macomb County right-of-way for the period beginning February 1st, 2026 and ending February 1st, 2031, and to authorize the city manager to sign the application.
Support.
Mr. Shipman.
Macomb County Department of Roads are updating their blanket permits issued to municipalities within Macomb County. This permit allows the city of Mount Clemens to make emergency repairs to our existing utilities, including sidewalks, water, and sewer leads, etc., located within the county right-of-way for the period beginning February 1st, 2026 and ending February 1st, 2031.
Okay, questions? Hopefully they'll fix Cass. All right, anybody else? Call the roll, please.
Rick,
Yes.
York,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Fournier,
Yes.
Crop,
Yes.
McGarity.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
purchases and payments, item E.
Move to approve purchases and payment of invoices as presented.
Support.
Questions, comments? Call the roll, please.
York,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Fournier,
Yes.
Crop,
Yes.
McGarity,
Yes.
Rick.
Yes.
Okay, item 10, consent agenda.
Move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
And support.
Call the roll, please.
Brown,
Yes.
Fournier,
Yes.
Crop,
Yes.
McGarity,
Yes.
Rick,
Yes.
York,
Yes.
Moving to city manager's report, Mr. Shipman.
The Downtown Revitalization Project was nominated for a 2026 Macomb Business Award in the Placemaker category. The next step is for the panel of judges to review and score each nomination to determine a recipient in each category. A recipient in each category will be named at the Macomb Business Awards to be held at the Emerald Theater on Thursday, April 23rd, from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. A full list of nominations can be found at macombgov.org/Macomb-business. As winter is hopefully coming to an end, potholes may appear. You can report a pothole by phone to the Mount Clemens Street Department at 586-469-6847. When submitting a pothole by phone, be ready to share the exact location, such as street address or nearest intersection, and any safety concerns, such as near sidewalks, bus stops, etc. And of course, you can always report a problem on the Report a Problem link on the website as well. Over recreation, if you're ready to shoot some hoops, our youth basketball league for 3rd through 8th grade is now open for registration. You can develop your skills, make friends, and have fun this season. You can join us for the Mission Possible Mother-Son Dance on March 28th at the Carnes Community Center. Enjoy an unforgettable evening filled with fun, music, and special memories. Hop into the fun this Easter. Join us for an Easter egg hunt on April 4th from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. in downtown Mount Clemens. Bring your kids to explore, collect eggs, and enjoy community spirit. Don't miss this exciting event, perfect for families and children. And I'm happy to report that the city was awarded a United Way Summer Discovery Grant in the amount of $100,000. This will give the Recreation Department $2,000 per child for up to 50 local children to sign up for our summer day camp program. And our community events, we got the 2026 Made in Michigan Art and Craft Show, May 9th and 10th. Registration forms are available now. Contact Mickey at 586-469-4168. And an exciting announcement that the Mount Clemens Farmers Market will be moving back to downtown to the Roscott parking lot behind the Anton Arts Center. The market season opens on Saturday, May 2nd, and runs every Saturday through November.
All right, does anybody have any questions or comments for City Manager Shipman?
What's a special event? That's what I was asking. That information for the special event, we passed the motion. Did that need it to be read out?
Nope.
No? Okay, thank you.
Since it was on consent, we don't,
Okay,
yeah.
all right, thank you.
Okay, any questions for Mr. Shipman? Okay, we'll move on to public participation. This is the second opportunity for the public to address the commission. Again, we ask that you come to the microphone, give us your full name, your residential address, and you abide by our 2-minute rule.
I appreciate the ladies' kratom presentation. I don't think it should be marketed looking like candy or have access in front of a counter and should have restrictions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, Shelley Emerson.
Thank you, Shelley. Is there anyone else who would like to address this commission at the time?
Hello, my name is Margaret Eckert. I live at 13 Lenore Street. I want to thank the council for addressing a previous issue that I had with having the light be on in the park across from my house. That was taken care of, thank you. However, it's out again, but that's not the main issue I came to address the council on. I don't know if anybody else has had inconsistent service with our trash pickup. I have had wildly inconsistent service. This evening, I bought in the recycle bin with the recyclables still in it. It's wildly inconsistent. I cannot predict what they're going to do from week to week. Last week was perhaps the last straw. They left broken glass all over my lawn and my neighbor's lawn. It was painstaking to pick out all the shards. It presents a safety issue. If anybody's walking in my front yard, you can only imagine the litigation that opens me up to. I don't think that the current company is worth our money. I think it is being wasted, and I think that they are not helping our carbon footprint because my recyclables aren't being recycled. It's not a good look for Mount Clemens. So if you can look into it, I would really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sorry, I'm just writing. Okay. All right. Is there anyone else who would like to address the commission at this time? Okay, seeing none, we will move to commissioner comments. We will start with Commissioner Rick.
Thank you. First, I'd like to thank everyone involved and congratulate everyone involved in the Walk for Warmth. It was an awesome event downtown for a good cause. I'd like to thank the Streets Department for getting out to deal with that nasty pothole over on Wellington Crescent right away. I'd also like to thank the Water Department for getting stuff out and picking stuff up for the water testing stuff that we're going to be starting. I appreciate making it as painless for participants as possible. I'd like to also thank Michael for continuing to serve on the Local Officers Compensation Committee. And if anybody's interested in serving on one of our boards or committees, more information is available at mountclemens.gov/boards or call the city at 586-469-6800. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Brown.
I don't think I have that much. I'm losing my voice, but the Walk for Warmth was really successful. It was my first time doing it, and it's really hard to believe it's been going on for 3 decades plus 6 years, because I did not know about it until I came to the commission. A lot of people didn't know about it that I talked to, and I was happy to hear that this particular year was probably the strongest in terms of participation, because it is the heart of the winter and people do need those funds to meet their utility bills. God knows mine's sky high. So anyway, that was a good thing. I am very happy about the grant that we just received for the children's programming. It sounds like it's going to go a long way to make the difference in children's summer activities, and that's a really good thing. So that's probably all I have tonight, but I just wanted to weigh in a little bit.
Thank you. Commissioner Fournier.
I agree with everything that's been said, and thank these departments as well. Very excited about the grant. And the only thing I'll add is, when you start talking about the Michigan Art and Craft Show, you know spring is around the corner.
Yes,
So we
yes.
can all look forward to that and start planning for that. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner McGarity.
This weekend, I had a chance to go to the Vintage Store and finally go inside and take my time and shop, which is right downtown Mount Clemens. The staff is wonderful, and she helped me a lot on spending, but if anyone has never been, a lot of the items are not vintage, and a lot of it is some history, like you'll see some of your grandmother things or what have you, so I found it interesting, but I love that. I visited the Nest also, in the Mexican restaurant now on the corner of,
New Street and North Walnut.
yes, New Street and North Walnut is now open on Sundays.
We laugh
So-
because they have our order like.
Yeah, she knows you by name.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
And
but-
it's not just me.
Oh, wow. But my husband loves authentic Mexican food, and the menu is such wide, and it just felt good because we're supporting downtown Mount Clemens. So I encourage you to go, and so they are open even late evenings on Sundays. Also, Buchanan's Best, we stopped in Gumbo's. It's just so much now to see and do downtown Mount Clemens, so continue to support downtown Mount Clemens businesses. We did have a record number of walkers for the Walk for Warmth, record number from Mount Clemens. And the staff, especially the administration, was in awe. Downtown Mount Clemens showed up and showed out. The businesses opened up earlier than their normal time and did a lot of giveaways for the walkers, which was a huge blessing because they spent money downtown. A special thank you to Mayor Kropp. She went walking door to door downtown weeks before with the director of Macomb Community Action Center and myself, just putting the word out and trying to advertise the posters, and that helps so much. It works better when you work together. Anytime you're trying to help your community. Okay, and then Michelle, for everything that she did more than what she was supposed to do, and it was nothing for her to do that. And thank you for understanding when I said, if you want something done and it's related to downtown Mount Clemens, let me give you her phone number and email. And it worked. It worked. Thank you. Thank you. And so for our residents, a resident mentioned about speeding near the park off of Elizabeth Road near North Avenue. She said they come down Elizabeth Road and they cut, I think she said Madison, and they cut in through Madison, flying to get to North Avenue quicker instead of waiting at that stop. And I just told her that I make mention, but I also encouraged her to go to the City of Mount Clemens report page to report any issues, or sometimes just to make a good comment. But there is a large challenge with that, and she said she hopes to see a difference before the kids start playing outside. The last one is for our residents regarding Shadyside Park and the other parks. Coach Carl, Coach Carl and I and our city manager and such have been having conversation, and it's not as easy as, okay, yep, we're going to do it and it gets done. The best news I've heard is that it is in conversation. So residents, you don't say that when you come to the mic, it's ignored. It was said that they're coming with their concerns and we're just moving forward with downtown Mount Clemens. That's not the case. This has been brought to the director of Recreation, and he's having conversation to figure it out. And so we will get answers soon. Thank you.
Thank you. And Commissioner Yor.
I love being last, thank you. I don't have to repeat everything everybody else said, but thank you to those who joined us here in person and those who are watching us. We do appreciate you bringing concerns, and I expect that you will hear something back about the garbage pickup, the concern that you voiced. And I did ask for a little more information about the health and wellness fair, so I'll be touching base with Mickey after the meeting so that I can answer those questions in the community. Excited about the farmers market being downtown. I think they're taking a positive approach to it, and really thankful for the social media presence that we've been able to support them with. I think that will be really, really helpful. And spring is coming if we're talking about street fairs. So thank you all. I think that's it for me.
All right, thank you. I want to start by thanking City Lifestyle Magazine. They did a really nice article about our downtown project and just some of the other initiatives that we're doing in the city. And it was a very positive piece, and and it had quite a few pictures, and I mean, they really put a lot of effort towards it, and I want to thank them for that. I will be having a coffee talk on Tuesday, March 10th at 9:30 at John's Family Grill, and it will be, I believe it will be hosted by Mickey Weiss, because we will all be at our, CapCon, we will be at a conference in Lansing, so, and which is another point of what I'm really excited that the entire commission is going to be able to attend that, and we have a lot of opportunity in that conference to learn not only from each other, but also to learn, we're going to touch base with our state representative and our state senator so that they can know what's going on in Mount Clemens and just what our concerns are and how they can help us. And then also, obviously, the Michigan Municipal League, who's putting on the conference, will be educating us, and that's an exciting opportunity for all of us to do that together. So I'm looking forward to it. I also want to thank the Mount Clemens Montessori Academy. They had me out today to kick off March's Reading Month, and we started with two Dr. Seuss books because today is also Dr. Seuss's birthday, and so we talked about the importance of reading and reading throughout your whole life. I told him I read 48 books last year, and I did not beat my record from the year before of 52 books, so I was kind of mad at myself for not getting there, but, and I'm way behind this year, so it's not looking good, but I let them know that reading is obviously such an important part of their education. So it was a fun morning and a great way to start the day. And I got to see two of our commissioners' daughter and granddaughter, so that was really fun. So
She was very, very excited about that.
oh, she
Told me
was.
all about it.
Oh, good.
Which two books did you read?
To her, I read Green Eggs and Ham.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Classic.
And I told him the story of Green Eggs and Ham is really special to me because I have a brother who has autism, and he, when he was really little, he wasn't nonverbal, but he had a really hard time talking to people, and so one of the ways that he did that was through memorizing Green Eggs and Ham. And so he, instead of saying hello, would like spout off of the lines of Green Eggs and Ham, and then I would tell him, I would repeat them or give him the next lines. And so it was special because we got to, and then we talked about how people can be different and that's okay. And so it was a fun morning.
Well, left impressions.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, excellent. Yeah. All right. And then wanted to thank Commissioner Rick for joining me at the SEMCOG and MML press conference. It was a really great opportunity, and I want to, not only did we express that this legislation that's coming down from Lansing takes away local control, especially, Commissioner Fournier, Commissioner Brown, Commissioner Rick have all spent a lot of time on the Planning Commission, and how the Planning Commission, when you serve on the Planning Commission, it's, you're educated, right, first by the department head, but also the citizen planner course, and you really are making a lot of very important decisions for our community, and those are unique to Mount Clemens. And so that not being a consideration in this state legislation, that each community is unique and each community should have a voice, is very concerning to all of us, I know. And it was concerning to the Southeastern Michigan Council of Government and the Michigan Municipal League. And those two organizations came together and had that press conference. But also, what I want everyone to, if you get the chance to go either on YouTube or on social media and see that press conference, you will see every mayor, supervisor, city council person, city commissioner that were standing there, and they were standing shoulder to shoulder, united, Never once was there mentioned who was a Democrat, who was a Republican. None of that was mentioned. You know why? Because they were doing what was right by the citizens of their communities. They weren't worried about who was a Democrat and who was a Republican. And that is how Lansing, and that is how Congress and the Senate should start taking note. That's how you get things done.
Amen.
So I'm getting off my soapbox, because I think that was powerful, so powerful. I also want to thank Coach Carl. I know he's not a coach as our recreation department, but that's what all the kids call him. So, Carl, thank you so much for applying for that grant, and for all of our department heads who have been really instrumental in helping supplement our limited capacity in terms of budget by going after grants and going after appropriations. We really, without that, we wouldn't be able to offer programs like recreation. So that's an exciting thing to be able to continue and enhance. So with all that good news, and without me getting more on a soapbox, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
And we support.
Any questions or comments? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Good night, everyone. Thanks so much.